this is Diane Lee from Teach Pre-K. I just want to show you guys some of my dinosaur math activities that I really like to do. Some of them I've done for a million years, and I'm sure I can improve upon them, but I just am going to show you like the beginnings of them. Even my really old activities, I have updated and made them look just a little bit more fun and exciting. You'll see what I mean in a minute. And they're all in my All About Dinosaurs 5-day lesson plans. I also have a dinosaur little duo. I've got a natural history museum, dramatic play center that is amazing. And it's so much fun and so easy to set up. You can do a lot of different things. I'm really excited when I set it up this year. I will show you. But right now I'm going to show you some of the math centers and activities I have in there. So I've got these little mats where you just count the dinosaurs, and then down in this little spot, you've got this cute little dinosaur little number that you can put on. This is a pretty independent center, so you just count 1, 2, 3, 4 dinosaurs and put the little number right there. And as you can see, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this goes up to 10 different dinosaurs. So this is a good 0 through 10 counting activity that the kids like. I mean, the dinosaurs are cute. The images are awesome. It's a good one for my 3 to 4-year-olds. I also I like ordinal number activities. And let me show you. I have got these little lift the flap ordinal activities that I do. I've got like these little dinosaurs. I'll show them to you. They're so cute. So we've got Mr. Brontosaurus, Stegosaurus, T-Rex, Triceratops, and Pteranodon, or pterodactyl, whatever I decided to call these for these. But then I have these little mats, and I have 6 of them. And it is put the blue Stegosaurus first in line, put the brown T-Rex second, put the purple Brontosaurus third, and then we just make sure that we have everything first, second, third in the right order. So each child at the center will get a set of these little dinosaurs, and I always put like a little piece of tape for where they should start. And I also have done this, and in my 5-day lesson plan, I have a little start circle. This is just a piece of green construction paper. I've used that before, but I have perfected this activity to include a little start circle that I will tape to the table or set down on the rug wherever I decide to do this activity. And that's how they know that's where you're going to start your line and build your dinosaurs. Now make sure your kids have a lot of space. I've tried this on a table, and once you get to, the 5th dinosaur in line, it gets really long and you might run out of space, especially if you have too many kids at your center. Another really fun activity, and this is one that the kids say, I want to do it again, I want to do it again, I want to do it again. I have got all these dinosaur eggs with numbers on them. And I've offered these up as freebies like a million times for different themes because the kids just love these. And then I have little dinosaurs. And what you will do is you'll put an array of these dinosaur egg numbers out. I usually do 9 or 12. If I have just 3 dinosaurs, I believe the set comes with 4 in my All About Dinosaurs 5-day lesson plan. But I only ask that many kids to come to my center. We hide the dinosaurs under the number. They can't lift the card up. They have to name the number. Then we lift the card up and we see if the dinosaur's there. If the baby dinosaur is under that egg, they keep the baby dinosaur and they hold on to it. But they don't get another turn. You don't get another turn if you find your dinosaur. Everybody has to find a dinosaur, then we start another round. They love this activity so much. I have never, ever not had kids want to come again and again and play this again and again. I will always end it with them hiding the dinosaurs for me, and even if I know where they are, because they're not the best at hiding things, I will act like I don't know and, just make it more fun for them. Another thing that's really fun to do that I put out in my hallway is we go on a dinosaur hunt. We become dinosaur hunters or paleontologists looking for dinosaurs. And I have all these little dinosaurs, 1 through 10, with numbers on them. And all different kinds. Then I have these little sheets that has a blank space. So if their name is, Leona found 10 dinosaurs. They go through and they can color the dinosaur or put a dot on the dinosaur, mark the dinosaur, whatever they want to do as they go through the hall, and they find the dinosaur with that number on it, which corresponds to the dinosaur that it's on this little sheet. They love this activity so much. I just did this this past week with little Bo Peep and her sheep. Same idea. They have so much fun. It's just great. We give them a little clipboard, their favorite color marker, and we do, 3-4 kids at a time out in the hall, depending on how big your class is. I usually like to just keep it to 3, because then I can keep a closer eye on them and make sure that they find all the dinosaurs. But any kind of seek and find thing that you can do where you have your kids up and moving, it's fantastic activity. This would be super easy to make. Just make some copies of dinosaur pictures. Just make your own little sheet. I believe that's also in my 5-day lesson plan too. Another fun number activity I have is find the numbers 0 through 10 and find the numbers 0 through 15. And you can use a dauber, or we've also just used markers to color on the number. And then I've got number cards. So this is kind of like a little draw and color. So you turn a number over. Of course, I always have something upside down. You turn a number over, you find the number on the dinosaur, and you color it in. Now, there's 2 of a lot of these numbers. So I always am like, okay, make sure you find all of them. And there's actually 3 7s on this. So sometimes they need to find more than 1, more than 2, more than 3. So that is that. And it's really great. My pre-K is really getting into the teen numbers and numbers greater than 10. And they're super excited that they're learning those. So that 0 through 15 is going to be a lot of fun for them to do in the coming weeks. And I'm excited because then they'll feel like they're super successful. Okay. I am going to show you an activity that I made first year teaching, and I also have made this better in my dinosaur lesson plan, and I'm going to show you, and this also goes up to 15. So I have these little, they're Stegosauruses, believe it or not, but they don't have any of their spikes. How they get their spikes is clothespins. So like this one is 1. So I put just 1 clothespin, and I'm starting to make the Stegosaurus spikes. But I mean, you're going to go higher. This one is 12. It's bigger. So notice that one's bigger than that one. And this one, you would, with your basket of clothespins, they would put 12 clothespins on these. So you can go up to whatever number you want. You could do 1 through 5 for your little guys. You could do 1 through 15 for your pre-K. You could stick with 1 through 10 if that's where your kids are. But I made these in like every color construction paper with just those handwritten numbers on them. I haven't printed out the new ones that I've made because why? That works perfectly. And that's something, again, that you can do super easy. I hand drew these. Yeah, I mean, you just hand draw a big one and a small one. And as you can tell, these are really worse for wear. But I just laminated the construction paper that I drew these on, cut them out, and there you go. Just made sure that the numbers were written on them. And I made sure that once we got to a certain number, I made the dinosaurs bigger. So they love those. The next thing I'm going to show you, it's a dinosaur egg patterning activity, and it's in my 5-day lesson plan. So this is an ABC pattern but we also have AABB patterns, AB patterns, just several of everything. See, another AB pattern, just different colors. I think I have ABB, and these are just kind of complete the patterns. Now, I included like the dinosaur eggs in all those colors so that you can use those. But you guys, I counted out, I cut out hundreds of these, hundreds, I'm not kidding, in all of the colors that you see. But I have Unifix cubes, all these colors. Yes, this has purple on it, and I'll leave a link to purple Unifix cubes because the standard set does not come with them. But you see I've got light blue, dark blue, red, green, purple, I'm trying to see orange, trying to see if I have any other colors. Red, I think I stuck to that. But instead of cutting out 1,000,000 dinosaur eggs, you could draw these easy. You don't need to buy my lesson plan, but you could just make your own little strips. You could have them finish with Unifix cubes and do purple, purple, blue, blue. There you go. Super easy, but yeah, I'm insane and I cut out millions of these. So look at this bag. Yeah. But it's great because I do this unit during the week of parent-teacher conferences, and I've already assessed them on patterns. So I have a really clear idea of who needs extra help with patterns and what patterns they need extra help with. I also have some count and match puzzles and these are all self-correcting. So you've got the dinosaurs on one side and the numbers on the other. So here you go. So like I said, they're self-correcting. None of the puzzles is the same, and it goes from 1 to 10. And you could set these out and the kids could try, like they're going to go like this. This doesn't fit. But look, 1, 2, 3, it's 3, it fits. So even if they aren't really counting and they're just finding what matches in the puzzle, if you're there at this center, you can say, wow, that's the number 3, and I see 3 pterodactyls or pteranodons or whatever you are calling those. I always get it confused, but the kids will tell me which is which. But it's great because then it's reinforcing the counting and the numeral recognition, and you're getting this spatial awareness thing with your puzzles as well. So I like that activity a lot. And when I printed out this activity, I made sure that I laminated it with 5mm laminating pouches instead of the standard 3. It just makes them have a more solid fit. Okay, so another thing I have are these little dinosaur cover sheets. So what I did was I've got a little subitizing activity. We're going to count the dots on the card, and then we're going to use like some kind of button or something to cover the dinosaur with the number 12 on it. So here's 12 right there. And I have these, like that one goes to 12, but this one only goes to 10. So you can make it a little bit more challenging for your pre-K kids, or if you have some kids that are just way ahead of everybody else. That is a fun activity. Now, my final activity, there's 2 ways to play. It is a dinosaur shape sorting activity. And what I love about Teachers Pay Teachers is there's clip artists that make shapes for everything. Valentine shapes, Christmas light shapes, reindeer shapes, dinosaur shapes, butterfly shapes. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So I have these dinosaurs. This is the triangle dinosaur, and I've stapled it to a lunch bag. And what I'll do is I'll open these up like this. So I have triangle, square, circle, rectangle, heart, and oval. And one way I can play this is I can get like a container of real world objects from around my room that are all these shapes. I have heart buttons. I have little heart manipulatives. I mean, it was just Valentine's Day, so I can for sure find that. I have lots of like foam shapes, things like that. So that's one way I can do this activity. The other way, and this comes in my 5-day lesson plan, I have included shape picture cards, and you can mix and match. You can do both. You can do the shape picture cards. So that's kind of a heart shape. This is triangle shape, more triangle. Oh my gosh, I feel like all I have is triangles. Square, circle. So you can also just use those. And you don't have to put these on a bag. I just always love having something they can drop things into. You can just use it as a mat, and they can drop their shape little card onto that thing, or the shapes that you have in like your big container of shapes. So that is just a good way of bringing, gosh, what did we have? We had Subitizing, we have shapes, we have puzzles, we have neural recognition, we have counting, we have fine motor with that Stegosaurus clothespin thing. So many activities have more than one element of learning and more than one standard. So I'll leave a link to everything that you need for all these activities and where you can find all these activities if you're interested. But there's always a way to do this on your own, so don't forget that. I started out not knowing how to do anything on the computer or make anything myself. So like you can see with those little clippy Stegosauruses, you just get creative and you find a way to do it. But anyway, thanks so much, and I hope you have a good dinosaur unit.